California is often seen as a sunny vacation spot filled with beaches, celebrities, and iconic landmarks like Disneyland or Yosemite. It's a place where people imagine learning to surf or spotting a Hollywood star on the streets. California's global image as a center of culture, entertainment, and innovation makes it one of the most recognizable places on Earth. However, beneath the sunshine and glamour, there's a deeper question to explore. Could California, America's most populous and economically powerful state, actually become an independent superpower if it were to secede from the United States? The idea of California's secession isn't new or unrealistic. Back in 2016, following the election of Donald Trump, the Yes California or Calexit campaign gained a lot of traction, urging state politicians to consider putting secession on the ballot. This movement was fueled by frustrations over national politics and a desire for more localized governance. Although the movement lost momentum, the controversial re-election of Trump in 2024 reignited the conversation. In today's politically volatile climate, many are once again asking, could California realistically break away from the United States? And if it did, what kind of power would it wield on the global stage? So today, we answer the question, how powerful would California be as its own country? To answer this question, we need to examine California's strengths across several key areas: population, economy, military, geography, and geopolitical influence. These factors all help us to understand the potentials and challenges California would face as an independent nation. California's population is a major source of its potential power. As of 2023, the state's population was approximately 39.4 million people. That's a staggering 12% of the entire US population. To put this in perspective, California has more residents than the entirety of Canada. If it were its own country, California would rank as the 36th most populated nation in the world, surpassing countries like Saudi Arabia and even Poland. The state's urban centers play a crucial role in this demographic strength. Cities like Los Angeles, San Diego, and San Jose are giant hubs of economic and cultural activity. Los Angeles alone houses nearly 10% of all Californians. In fact, 10 out of the 100 most populated cities in the United States are located in California. This dense population concentration would give an independent California a substantial labor force and consumer market, which are critical components for any thriving nation. Additionally, California's diverse population brings a wide range of skills, perspectives, and cultural influences that would contribute to its resilience and innovation as an independent nation. California's economy is one of the largest and most diverse in the world. In 2024, the state's gross domestic product, or GDP, reached an impressive $4.1 trillion, making it the largest state economy in the US. If California were a sovereign nation, it would rank as the fourth largest economy globally, surpassing Japan and sitting just behind the United States, China, and Germany. The state's per capita GDP stands at roughly $105,000, placing it amongst the wealthiest countries in the world. This economic output is driven by a range of industries that make California a powerhouse in innovation and production. Let's take a closer look at some of the key industries fueling this economic success. One is technology. Silicon Valley is the beating heart of the global tech industry. Companies like Apple, Alphabet, Nvidia, and Meta are all headquartered here. These tech giants shape the future of artificial intelligence, software development, and hardware manufacturing. An independent California would continue to lead the world in technological innovation. Innovations in areas like autonomous vehicles, clean energy, and biotechnology would likely accelerate, further enhancing California's economic clout. Another one is agriculture, which usually gets looked over because California's Central Valley is one of the most productive agricultural regions globally. The state grows over half of the fruits, vegetables, and nuts consumed in the United States. This makes California a critical player in global food production and supply chains. The state's agricultural exports would become a significant part of its international trade relations, and securing these supply chains would be essential for maintaining economic stability. And you can't forget about their entertainment industry. Hollywood has long been the epicenter of global entertainment. From blockbuster films to chart-topping music, California's cultural exports influence global tastes and trends. The entertainment industry would continue to have a significant source of soft power for an independent California. Cultural diplomacy through movies, music, and digital media would enhance California's influence on the global stage. One of the key questions surrounding California's potential independence is obviously its ability to defend itself. As of 2021, California hosted around 158,000 active duty military personnel across various branches of the U.S. military, the highest number of any state. This represents about 0.4% of the state's population actively serving in the military. While California does not currently have independent control over these military resources, the existing infrastructure, such as naval bases, air force facilities, and training grounds, could provide a strong foundation for an independent defense force. San Diego Naval Base, for example, is one of the largest naval bases in the world and would likely become a cornerstone of California's military strategy. Additionally, California could potentially partner with other nations for defense agreements and security cooperation. The economic contributions of military activities to California is also notable. In 2023, military-related activities contributed approximately $32 billion to the state's GDP. Establishing an independent defense force would require significant investment, but California's existing assets suggest it could become a formidable military power. Drawing on its existing personnel and facilities, California could build a modern, well-equipped military that prioritizes defense and technological innovation. California's diverse geography offers both advantages and challenges for an independent nation. The state's landscapes range from the sunny beaches of Southern California to the towering peaks of the Sierra Nevada and the arid deserts of Death Valley. This diversity supports a wide range of industries and lifestyles, contributing to the state's resilience and adaptability. Natural resources: California has significant reserves of oil and natural gas, as well as extensive renewable energy infrastructure. The state is a leader in solar and wind energy production, positioning itself at the forefront of global efforts to combat climate change. An independent California would likely continue to prioritize green energy policies, becoming a model for sustainable development. As a global tourist destination, California attracts millions of visitors each year. Iconic landmarks like Yosemite National Park, Disneyland, and the Golden Gate Bridge generate billions of dollars in revenue. Tourism would remain a vital industry for an independent California, contributing to its economy and cultural influence. An independent California would hold significant geopolitical leverage due to its economic size, cultural influence, and geographical position on the Pacific Rim. One of these would be trade. California's ports, including the Port of Los Angeles and the Port of Long Beach, are some of the busiest in the world. These ports facilitate trade between the United States and Asia, making California a critical node in global supply chains. An independent California would have a strong position in international trade negotiations, particularly in the Asia-Pacific region. Another one is a cultural diplomacy. Hollywood and Silicon Valley give California unmatched soft power on the global stage. The state's cultural exports shape global narratives, while its tech companies drive innovation worldwide. This cultural diplomacy would enhance California's influence as an independent nation, allowing it to shape global perceptions and policies. We also can't forget about California's excellent strategic location. Positioned on the Pacific Rim, California would be a key player in the Asia-Pacific region's trade and security dynamics. Its strategic location would allow it to play a significant role in international affairs, particularly with countries like China, Japan, and South Korea. While the idea of California as an independent nation is intriguing, it would face several significant challenges. The first one being federal dependencies. California currently relies on federal funding for defense, disaster relief, and healthcare. Securing these services independently would require substantial investment. A massive one that a lot of people consider is its internal divisions. Despite its progressive reputation, California has deep political and cultural divides between its urban centers and rural areas. Managing these differences as an independent nation would be a complex task and is probably what most people feel would be California's downfall. But this is what I believe would be the biggest downfall, and it is the water scarcity. California depends heavily on water resources from neighboring states. Securing accurate water supplies could become a contentious issue in the event of secession. Taking all these factors into account, California would undoubtedly emerge as one of the world's most powerful nations if it became independent. Let me give you a quick summary of its potential. Giant population. With a population of 40 million, California would be the 36th most populous nation globally, providing a substantial labor force and consumer base. Economy. California's 4.1 trillion GDP would make it the fourth largest economy in the world, rivaling economic powerhouses like Germany and Japan. Military. While it would need to build an independent defense force, California's existing infrastructure provides a strong starting point for a powerful military. Geopolitical influence. California's strategic location, cultural exports, and economic ties would make it a dominant player in international affairs. So now that I've given you my verdict of California becoming a powerful country, this now begs the question, how powerful would they become? So as a global ranking, California's economy is fourth globally. However, its innovation-driven industries would likely push it to challenge Japan for the third spot within a decade. Its influence would span technology, agriculture, and entertainment sectors that are key to future global trends. As far as military transition, while California would initially depend on partnerships and defense pacts, they would have the capacity to develop one of the most technologically advanced militaries in the world. Its defense strategy would likely focus on cyber defense, space exploration, and maritime security. So what about soft power domination? California would excel in cultural diplomacy, leveraging Hollywood, Silicon Valley, and its progressive values to build international partnerships. Its cultural influence would rival that of entire continents. And last but not least is its economic resilience. Thanks to its diverse industries, California's economy would be resilient against global economic shocks. Its focus on green energy would also make it a leader in the transition to sustainable technologies. So in conclusion, I just want to say that I don't have any dog in this fight. I have no stake in whether California would be, more powerful or less powerful. I've never even been to California, so this is just my critical analysis of what I think would happen. But let me give you the conclusion, which is, while achieving independence would require overcoming significant challenges, the unique combination of economic strength, cultural influence, and strategic advantages positions California as a potential superpower. Its path to independence might be uncertain, but its influence on the global stage is pretty much undeniable. So that's why California would be pretty much a superpower within the first 10 years of existence. I really hope you guys liked this video. If you did, like and subscribe, leave a comment. Do you have any questions? What do you think about this? And goodbye.